Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111, and this is going to be your weekly zodiac forecast for the sign of Virgo. And this is also, I'm setting my intentions that this is a timeless reading because I'm going to channel a message. I already channeled the message earlier today for all the zodiac signs about what the full moon in Sagittarius is all about and what we need to use this energy for to put us into the eclipse season. Okay, so before I get started with my channeled message, I want to thank you for being here. I want to ask you that if this if this message resonates, please hit the thumbs up button because it helps the algorithms to pick up the videos and to recommend them to other viewers. Also, if you are having trouble or struggling at this time during this full moon, if you've been purging and crying and fearful and having trouble balancing, please reach out and hit that link below and purchase your own private reading. I'm offering a special for however long Spirit tells me to, because we're coming into some pretty powerful shit with the Cancer eclipses. And so this is a good time to get a reading if you're not having a good time, I guess is what I want to say. And I will be offering it probably for a while. So anyhow, hit me up, and if you would like to make a good karma donation, that is also available below, and I would be grateful for any small donation that you can afford to give. It helps me. I'm doing these at my kitchen table because the lighting in my reading room is really sucky. It's a beautiful reading room, and I dedicate it just for my readings, but it needs better lights because it's super dark in there. All right, so everything that is offered up as a donation is always used to better my channel. Okay, whew, we got that done. Now let's get to the channeled message, okay? I talked to my spirit guides, and I talked to my higher self, and I prayed and asked Mother, Father, God, and I brought in all the angels. So I really studied hard on opening up for, not studied, I really worked hard on opening up to be a clear channeler of this message. And I asked Spirit, what do all zodiac signs need to know during this full moon in Sagittarius? Okay, and I got a couple of different visions. Okay, the first vision I got was Sagittarius. Spirit showed me the major arcana card of the Temperance card. Okay, so Sagittarius is represented in the major arcana by the Temperance card, which is an angel. I'm sure you know, because if you're watching my videos, you're watching other videos. It's just a given, right? So the Temperance angel does this, right? She's tempering. It's about healing. It's about patience. It's about divine timing. It's about alchemy. It's about the yin and yang, the balancing of the masculine and the feminine. There's a lot of energy around Sagittarius in that card, okay? So Spirit showed me this because this is what this full moon is about. It's about balance. If you just put it in layman terms, it's about balance. So what do we do for a new moon when we're trying to manifest, or if you're doing ritual? Ritual is just intention, you know. Churches do it. They light candles. They have communion. They light incense. They pray. It's just intention work. That's all it is, and it works whether you're in a church or sitting at your table. Okay, and God is everywhere. So we're using the energy from the moon to manifest what it is we want to bring into our lives. So the new moon happened back on, I believe it was the 1st or the 3rd. I don't know. It was on the 3rd. Sorry. Yeah, it was on the 3rd. So the new moon, I did a moon manifestation, and I asked for what it was I wanted to manifest, you know. I everybody should be manifesting higher vibrational things, right? I want peace in the world. I want love. I want unconditional love. I want healing. I want my highest and best life, which covers all of that. It's like the golden rule, okay? I am a powerful, conscious creator, co-creating with the divine my highest and best life in the 3D, 4D, and 5D realities. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, right? Okay, that's just one way to manifest. There are many. But anyhow, that's what Spirit told me I was supposed to tell you, that the new moon is about manifesting. The full moon is about reevaluation. It's about looking at your manifestations. How did you do? How far have you come? What did you accomplish? Were you on point? Did you visualize? Did you be the master manifester? Or, and maybe you were, and what you manifested doesn't resonate with you, and you're like, I should have been clearer with Spirit about what I wanted, because what I put out, I get back, right? And maybe what you put out wasn't exactly what you wanted to get back, and now it's time to reevaluate. So full moons are all about reevaluating your manifestations. Do they resonate? Are you happy with them? Have you successfully manifested them? Where are you on the journey? What do you need to focus on? It's kind of like a job review, right? It's like, do you deserve an upgrade? Anyhow, and then it's also about letting go on the full moon, letting go of toxic relationships, lower vibrational thoughts. It's, food addiction, any addiction. Anything that doesn't serve you. If you've learned, you need to look at it. Have I learned my lesson? Am I ready to let go of that lesson? Or do I need to repeat it? Am I going to bring it back through, in eclipse season? Is it going to hit me like a 2x4? So you've got to reevaluate and look at, where are you at on your healing journey? Are you balanced? Okay? So then I started asking Spirit, well, show me how to tell them about balancing. And I was showed a small child getting on a bicycle for the first time ever. And there are two children in my vision that Spirit gave me. The first child got on the bike, started pedaling, took off, laughing, having a great time, just mastered it on the first try. Turn around, waving at mom and dad, and boom, down the road they go, not looking back, right? They mastered it first time. But not every kid masters something the first time, right? So here you got the second kid who's a little shy, a little fearful, lacking self-assurance, just not feeling the groove, They're like, man, that bike looks kind of scary. I've fallen off of playground equipment, and I've fallen off of scooters, and I've gotten, big boo-boos and skinned up knees and elbows, and my pride got hurt, right? So past life lessons, whatever other things they did before learning to ride a bike, comes up in fear, all right? The other kid didn't have any fear. They're like, if I get a boo-boo, so what? I'll get a Band-Aid. Off they go, right? Because they have self-worth, and they have self-love, and they have self-assurance, and they probably have a really, really good mother and father, maybe not, but life lessons. So I was showed this analogy. The second kid gets on the bike, takes, they're not pedaling fast enough, they're not balancing their body weight, they're leaning forward too much or whatever, and bam, down they go, right? Skin their knee, they cry a little bit. Mom and dad hugs them and says, don't give up, get back on the bike. They get back on the bike, and they go a little ways and they fall down again, right? So now you got your two scenarios, and Spirit says, the kids that get on the bike and ride on down the road without looking back, and they mastered it, eclipse season isn't going to bug them so much, because they're not going to have a whole hell of a lot of stuff that they need to get rid of. They have within them what they need to succeed. Kid number 2 has the same mother and father, divine mother and father, divine mother God, father God. But they've had other life lessons. And those life lessons have now created blocks. They've internalized. They chose victim over victor, right? So Spirit says if you choose to be the victim, or if you choose to procrastinate, if you choose to turn a blind eye, if you choose your brokenness over your balance, then eclipse season is going to be Divine Mother, Divine Father, putting you back on that bike and giving you a push until you get it. And that can show up as tower moments or 2x4s upside the head. Parents never want to discipline a child. But sometimes they've got to get that child to look at things without fear. And discipline, I know that triggered me. I'm sorry. And it shouldn't, because I had loving parents. They never disciplined me. But I had a boyfriend that was abusive. So I don't like the word discipline. But teaching moments. Every parent has to have a teaching moment with a child who is filled with fear. Okay? And the teaching moment is you can't give up. You got to get back on the bike, because mom and dad's going to get you on that bike. They're going to get you riding down the road. They're going to get you laughing, smiling, and waving, and you're going to be on your path. Okay? Phew, that was a long roundabout way of showing you what Spirit showed me. So, during this full moon, you should be trying to heal yourself from any brokenness. You need to purge, you need to cry, you need to go deep. And if you've already done that, and I know people who have, then you might be the kid on the bike that's just off and running. You're already on your path. Eclipse season isn't going to really do a whole lot for you. It might be triggering all your buddies and all your friends who haven't done the work, but it's not going to bother you, because why? Because you don't care if you get a skin knee. You're adventurous. You're going to get on that bike and you're going to take off and you're going to go where your heart tells you is the right path for you to go, right? All right, so let's get down, Virgo, to your card message for the week. Underneath this full moon, I asked Spirit to show us in relationship, whether it's mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, boyfriend, girlfriend, twin flame, soulmate, karmic, no matter what the relationship is, set your intentions on what you want to know, and hopefully you will get guidance through this reading for these lunar cycles. All right. So what do we have? Oh my God. Who am I doing? I'm doing Virgo, right? There you go. New moon in Virgo. How's that for serendipity? A time to give rather than take. You know, there's that temperance again. It's like, I give, you receive. You give, I receive. Okay? So Spirit is telling you that maybe you're off balance because wow. I'm sorry. Spirit's showing me that some of you guys are, somebody who's watching this is really struggling with ego. Point simple. Ego. A time to get, you're in service. Another one, okay? There's two groups there. I'm channeling, I'm feeling that there is a viewer watching right now who is kind of greedy, kind of selfish, self-centered, self-absorbed, a taker, take, you know? And so you need to balance that, or the eclipse season will balance it for you, and it may not be gentle. It might be, might not be. Okay? But if you can balance this ego yourself, then you should strive to try and do that before eclipse season, because if you don't, you might have to learn from the school of hard knocks. Okay? Now, the other story that Spirit was showing me is that there are light workers. There are people who are watching this video who have a calling, a divine calling, and they are to be in service to humanity. That's what I do. I have been called to service. I do this. I don't get paid nothing for it, right? But I do it because I'm called to service. I'm called to be the medium, the psychic, the go-between, the teacher, the student at the same time. Okay? So this card is telling me that the second scenario is there are viewers watching that aren't stepping into their calling. And they are healers, they are readers, they are nurturers. I mean, you need to be in service for your calling, right? What are your gifts? And why aren't you using them? Oh my God, I seriously just heard that in my head. What are your gifts and why aren't you using them? Okay, so during this full moon, and we have 2 new moons in July, guys. Just like we had 2 new moons back, I think it was in March, a couple of months ago. So that is an anomaly. That is special. That is magical. That is something that does not happen. It's more rare than a blue moon, right? So, new moon in Virgo. Time to step into your gifts, into your power. Do your divine calling. Be of service. What are your gifts and why aren't you using them? All right, Virgo. The first card out is the 2 of Swords, okay? 2 of Swords for me. The swords are thoughts. It's clarity. It's Excalibur, right? It's like whoosh, whoosh. And you're guarding your heart right over the heart chakra. You've blinded yourself. You don't know which way to go. It's like both options seem positive. Both options, well, no, Spirit's correcting me. Both options have something. I'm sorry, when I channel, I talk staccato. Both swords have something that you have internalized as a need. Whether it's, I love this one, but this one brings me security. Okay? Or this one loves my child, this one loves me. Or, you know, this job brings me more money, but this job brings me more fulfillment. Okay, so you have come to a crossroad where a decision needs to be made. And it might have to do with your calling, all right? Because of the message I got with the new moon in Virgo. For some of you guys, you have to step into your calling. And you're like, do I work at the factory or do I quit and do readings? Because that was my choice. I had to choose, right? I quit and I'm doing readings. And so far, so good. I'm manifesting just fine. And I'm grateful, 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 grateful. But you guys may also have a choice. Could be, you know, someone from your past, someone from your present or your future. It could be anything that you feel the need to hold on to. And Spirit is telling you, you can only have one. It's like giving a child a choice in the candy store. You know, you can't say, go pick something you want because they get overwhelmed. There's too much candy. They want one of everything, right? So if you're a good parent, you don't give yourself or you don't give your children overwhelming decisions. You simplify. You're like, okay, do you want the red pajamas tonight or do you prefer the yellow ones, right? 2 choices. But I want the blue ones, Mom. No, I didn't offer you the blue ones, okay? They might argue, and you're like, are you sure? You know, because I play that game with my kid, too. They always want to choose the one you didn't offer, but they're not overwhelmed anymore. They made a clear, concise decision. They didn't say, well, I want this one. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. No, you said red, yellow. They said blue. Okay, either way, they made a choice. A clear, concise choice, right? So Virgo, you have a choice to make. And I'm sure that you already know what that choice is. Next up is the Five of Pentacles. This is lack mentality. This is not feeling worthy. This is feeling lonely, cold, broke. It's like, oh God, Spirit's channeling that song to me from Hee Haw. What was it? Gloom, despair, and agony on me. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's what they channeled to me. That's what I heard. Okay? Gloom, despair, and agony on me. So, you know, somebody is really feeling left out and lonely and left. You know, maybe you were ghosted. Maybe you were abandoned, you know. This could be your demon. This could be feeling unworthy. Feeling like you were left out in the cold, or you were ghosted, or you were abandoned. Could be in your childhood with your parents. Maybe your parents divorced and you felt like one parent abandoned you. Or maybe you were given up for adoption. Or maybe, you know, the love of your life married someone else. Either way, it's abandonment issues, okay? Or lack mentality. I've only got 5 pentacles, and it's not enough to get a cup of coffee. And it's cold out here, you know? It's that mentality, the feeling of not being worthy. And really, come on, man. The window is all lit up with freaking pentacles. All you got to do is go inside. The door's right there. It's warm inside. All right, coming out of the cold. But no, I may not be worthy. What if they don't accept me? What if they don't love me? What if they don't? What if they don't? You know, lack mentality. So you got a choice to make. Maybe it's to walk away from somebody that's doing that to you. You know, because next you got the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is all about celebrating. It's like the total opposite of the 5 of Pentacles. This is unity. This is being with friends and family and dancing and laughing and celebration, you know. And it also can depict a third-party situation. Maybe you've got 2 people on your heart. Look at right here. You've got 2 people on your heart and you don't know which one to choose. Okay? So you're feeling, maybe the one you want to choose left you out in the cold. Or maybe somebody else did and now you're fearful that if you choose wrong, oh my God, what if I choose wrong? There might be 3 people involved here, you and 2 other people. You might need to make a choice on which one makes it through eclipse season. Okay, that's for some of you. For others of you, you know, once you get your head balanced, you know, you need to go from the 5 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles, because the 6 is equal balance. It's equal give and take. And I hate the way I channel Spirit because I sound like dun, 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 dun. Can't help it, guys. It's the way it comes through. So the 5 of Pentacles comes before the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is about reciprocity, balance, equal give and take. Sometimes it's all about everybody wanting something from you and you feeling like it's not fair because they've got their hands out all the time, but they're never putting anything into your hands. So that 5 of Pentacles can work both ways because it goes on to the 6. And Spirit's saying 6 is a card of balance. 5 is not. Okay, so you need to choose something that's going to get you out of lack mentality and into celebration. Or you need to choose a person out of 2 that both fulfill a need in your heart. Wow. Okay, so what's your message from Spirit? Bust out of your cocoon. You are the butterfly. You have baked long enough. You went in as the caterpillar and you're coming out the butterfly. Time to spread your wings. Wow. So, you know, whichever choice you have to make that is the most freeing, the one that and I'm seeing clear across the freaking room, it's just glowing at me, the 10 of Wands in another deck. It's like once you drop those burdens, once you bust out of your cocoon and you make that choice, choose the one that doesn't feel burdening. And if they both feel burdening, ask yourself why. Okay? Get to the root of the problem, because that's what's going to transform you. And I think you've already done it, and I think you already know, and I think you're already chosen or about to choose, is what I'm hearing. Then we've got go with the flow. One of the other signs got this. I don't remember which one. And I feel like during these moon phases, you know, you got to catch a wave, right? You got to be the surfer. You got to catch that wave just right and ride it. All right? Or get on the bike and fly, right? Go with your flow. Don't let those burdens and those choices and those thoughts of lack cut you off at the knees when you are in a place poised and ready to master that bicycle. Give your relationship a chance. Yeah. Work on your partnership. So if somebody ghosted you or left you feeling in lack, you know, it's time for you to reevaluate that and maybe let that person go or heal that. You know, forgive them. Maybe they screwed up in the past. Forgive them. I forgave mine. You know, you just got to say that we were kids. You know, kids do stupid things. So, you know, hey, whatever. You deserve love. Look at there's Cupid's arrow aimed right at you. And look at back here. The little cherubs, they've got their arrows too. Right at you. You are lovable. Yeah, get out of the lack mentality. You are worthy, you're worthy, you're worthy. Okay? You have what it takes. Always follow your heart unless it's been broken. Then you must lead it. Oh my God, that's epiphanic because, yeah, your heart was broken, right? Therefore, hence the Two of Swords. Plus, there might have been a third party. So always follow your heart unless it's been broken. Then you've got to lead it. Because once it's broken, it's the little kid that's afraid to get back on the bike, right? So you've got to nurture your inner child and get them back on that bike. Back into love, back to love, back to love, the universe. P.S. Did you know that hearts are never too big to mend, too small to rebound, or too tired to love again? Wow. So I'm feeling for some of you, somebody's coming back from the past and you need to forgive them for leaving you out in the cold or for abandoning you. Okay, give the relationship a chance. You both deserve love. And there's a choice that needs to be made because you are coming out of your cocoon. Go with the flow. Yep. Time to give rather than take, okay? So you got to forgive and you've got to say, well, you know, not tit for tat. It's love. Back to love, back to love, back to love. Okay? I love you guys. I hope this resonated. If it did, please hit the thumbs up. Okay, thumbs up gets the videos out there. Also, you know, I don't push it because business is business. God always provides for me. But if you need help during these moon cycles and you've been purging and crying and having fear and anxiety, please reach out and purchase your own private reading. I'm really good. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm good at that. Okay, I'm good at that because I'm a double Cancer. So the moon rules me. I'm really good with moon energies. So if you need help with that, please reach out. And I'm running a special. Don't forget the special. Everything's linked below. I love you guys. Namaste. Get this done before eclipse season, okay? Because I don't want everybody hitting me up when it's destruction time, when the towers are coming down, okay? I want to get ahead of the train, all right? I love you guys. Release burdens, make your choices, and forgive, okay? People change. They really do. I love you. Namaste.